Next up, we have Identity Part 5 from the O2Jam or Oxygen Jam soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, what I'm intending to use, like the video, share, comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, don't forget to join the Discord server, join the Patreon, subscribe to the gaming channel, subscribe to the Reacts channel. How to request songs if you're not a live stream. Members getting early access to the content. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things later down in this video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video to read them in full. Otherwise, please be patient with me. I am acoustic and guitared, so please keep that in mind. With that, let's do this. Identity Part 5. Let's go. Okay, so we start with this very, very lovely initial melody. We have what is called a pickup at first, with those first four notes. Like the first beat is the bum, bum, bum. The other ones are called a pickup. A pickup bar is basically music you play right before the music starts. So if we were to do a 4/4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I were to start on the 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I add a pickup, then that means before the first bar, I'm going to add something. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just adding something a little bit before the start of everything else. We have a pickup there. Then we start the melody, giving us our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of a musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. We, of course, have a piano being doubled by another synth, a similar synth to the one giving us the melody, just a little bit quieter, giving us the chords in the background. Doubling is when you have more than one instrument or more than one layer doing the same thing at the same time. We then bring the drums and another layer of synths, giving us some arpeggios. An arpeggio being when you play a chord one note at a time. For example, here's C minor, here's arpeggiated. So yeah, we do that, and with that, let's see where it goes. Oh, this is awesome. So we have the drums giving us the drum beat. We have a bass underneath that, of course, giving us our bass line. Bass line, as in the bass, right? Like our like our bass instrument. The bass line, we have another synth now giving us continuous arpeggio, some like a kind of thing. Then we have the same synth giving us the main melody, with the piano and the other doubling synth continuing the same pattern as before. So we're basically just adding more layers to what we're already doing. We're having a single idea, and we are just building more and more layers on top of that, basically looping everything else. It's a very good way of developing material, because one of the best ways of introducing a fairly complex composition is to introduce one or two layers at a time, as we are hearing over here, because we're getting a lot of very unique parts to one another. They are on the same line, but they're not doing the same thing. So in order to just not overwhelm the listener with the first note being everybody at the same time, we're just slowly introducing more and more. Let's see where this goes. Very lovely. And we bring in another synth, giving us now our first variation of the motif. So when it comes to motific development, you are gonna have two main components for the motif. Your motif is usually going to be melody plus rhythm. You're going to have a combination of notes that are going to be played on a specific rhythm, and if you want to develop the motif, if you want to bring derivative material, you're going to want to develop either of the two or both. So, what we are doing right now is we are keeping the same melody, but we are changing the rhythm. We are adding some repeated notes. We are adding a different instrument to this, but we are keeping the same melodic shape we were doing before. So instead of doing, let's say, let's bring a different motif, right? Let's do something for a simple example. Let's say we have this like very, very simple arpeggio, and what we are doing right now is instead of just playing the same old thing, now we're doing... So we are still playing the same shape, we are just adding a different rhythm to this. Now, the idea of developing one at a time instead of, or both, is that you want to keep at least one element of the motif intact. What is the difference between a me, odd, and a melody and a medley? You mean like a mashup, or melody and medley? So a melody is going to be an individual line of music. So for example, that is a melody. This is a melody. This is another melody. That is another melody. We can have... That is another melody. A medley is a concept. A medley is a mashup. It's a structure. It's not an element. It is a structure. A medley is when you take multiple melodies or multiple ideas and you arrange them in a way so that they sound like they are that they are of each other. For example, the example that I always give is that we take "À vous dirai-je maman," and then we add... So we're having multiple motifs now stringed together in a medley, but each one of those were a different melody or a different motif. They were different motifs added together into one big melody that then, structurally speaking, made a medley. So yeah, it's a medley is a structure. A melody is the concept itself. So consider this in let's say in literature, a sentence versus a paragraph. And there are like the different words that you can get. A melody is like a sentence, and you put several together in the different kinds of paragraphs that you can get. And the different kinds of paragraphs will contain within the different chapters, and you can structure these things differently. So yeah, we're doing something like that, and we're now doing a variation of the motif. We are altering the rhythm, but we're keeping the same melodic shape. Let's see, how often do you get requests, songs that I've listened to before? Extremely rare. It's extremely... Usually these are my first time listening to these. Because there's a lot of requests that we get, and... Yeah, I think it's only happened like 3 or 4 times. Like, we played Expedition 33, and then I got tracks from Expedition 33. Then we had like Dark Souls or something like that I picked, something like that. It's very rare that we've done... So yeah, the Ricardo thing, but the Ricardo theme, I was mostly paying attention to the game itself. So yeah, no, like it's very rare that that we get something that I've listened to before. Like it happens, it's just that the brain that I have while playing games is not the same brain that I use when analyzing music, or the same brain that I use while doing jam and shreds. I use different. I compartmentalize differently, because when I'm playing a game, I am focusing on the game itself. I want to make sure that I perceive the game as a whole, kind of thing. Like work self and home self, something like that. But I do this for the different kind of contents because each one of them focuses on something different, right? So yeah, but you know what else doesn't focus on too many different things? The Patreon! Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. If you want to support this channel more than you already are, consider joining the Patreon today. Even if you're not pledging any funds, do join the free tier at least, because this is where the non-gaming LFAs are going. What are those? Anime, film, TV, label music, the kind of stuff that we usually don't do on the main channel on YouTube. Why? What we do on YouTube is inherently fair use. That does not stop bad actors, such as record labels, film studios, independent rats, scammers out there, from abusing the copyright system on YouTube. So, in order to just not not deal with that for these LFAs. We're putting them here exclusively on Patreon, free for everyone to watch, with paid members, citizen tier, and above getting early access to the content. So, if you want to support this channel more than you already are, consider joining the Patreon today. Consider becoming a paid member today. You will get access to the content either way. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Linked in the description down below. Thank you to those who are already members, especially those who are paid members, particularly Real Nemesis, French Guy, and Amir. Your support means the world to me. For everybody else, become a member today. Consider becoming a paid member today. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Linked in the description down below. Patreon.com/JamesRBasterd. Become a member today. All right. Back we go. Let's see where this variation takes us. We just scam around? I would love to. Okay, off the ramp we go. First, off the ramp. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there is no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. Off the ramp is what I like to call any type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended, up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. Kind of like going off a ramp. How do you do this? Remove the drums, maybe the bass as well, as we are hearing over here. We're now bringing the piano, we are bringing a saxophone in the background, we're taking kind of a break from everything. Let's see, so a completely unrelated context. I mean, we'll see one day, Let's see where it goes. Oh, it's an electric guitar, it's not a saxophone, it's an electric guitar in the background. And we drop the beat. And out of nowhere, we drop the beat, dubstep style, and we bring in the whoop whoop bass, we bring a bunch of random synths, but it sounds fun because we are using the sounds, similar enough sounds to what we've heard so far. It works. So when you're making music, you want to keep a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, too much of the same thing, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. There is one universal exception, no matter the style or genre, which is solos, and then electronic music has an additional one, which is dropping the beat. You bring in a solo, you drop the beat, as long as it sounds cool enough and it fits enough, you can get away with almost anything. The key is, it needs to fit enough. Which this one is. Let's see where it goes. Nice, going through the different parts, experimenting with the rhythm. New variation of the motif. Nice. Okay, so we bring this new version of the motif, which is basically now divided in two. Number one, we bring part of that rhythmic variation we did before, and then we go on some arpeggio runs. A run in music is when you do something fairly fast. In this case, we are accelerating. You can feel that sense of acceleration that we have the melody, and then we're going off on those arpeggios, right? Really, really cool. Let's see where it goes. Off the ramp. Bring back the motif with the piano. Violins in the background. No. Pronounce arpeggio correctly, please. Okay, understood. Yeah, no. Don't forget, if you ask me to pronounce something differently, I will. See. Oh, the first variation of the motif. See. Oh, with some added runs in the background. Incredible. New rhythmic variation with the runs. Oh, beautiful for the climax. And everything else is surrounded. The drums. And first drop, and there we go. We resolved one last drum fill. We then completely resolve everything. We let the sound dissipate, and with that, there you have it. That was really nice. I really liked it. Like this sounded like, you know, like the non-adult Gundam show when the Gundam is about to deal the finishing attack to finally take down the enemy that has been pestering them through the entire episode. That's what this felt like. That was really cool. That was really cool. There you have it. That was Identity Part 5 from the O2Jam or Oxygen Jam soundtrack. That was really cool. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever thing you use. Like the video, share the comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everyone, don't forget to join the Discord server. That's where everything gets announced first, whether it's the streams going live, the videos going up the channels, updates, projects, giveaways, everything is announced there first. We have the community there, we hang out, we chat, we steal memes from other people, sort of disclaim it as our own, where I host a vintage story community server, that kind of stuff. Also, share these videos with everybody that you know. Use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord, coordinates for that, so linked in the description to help the channel grow. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without interrupting your 3.5 seconds, I'll link in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the big comment on this video. It has the instructions of what to do. If you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim from Monday through Friday. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from whichever platform you prefer. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch, both linked in the description. So, if you live in Chulo, like cute, and you're like, yeah, but what time is whatever time it is in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch, both linked in the description, and it's going to show the streaming schedule up to date in your local time zone, accounting for daylight savings if necessary. And subscribe to the gaming channel. Follow the gaming channel, because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Bastard. It's where I put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. We play games on the later part of the stream, and then the VODs for every game we play live eventually end up over here. So subscribe to the channel, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, see me as James R. Bastard. Swap the J for a G, and you got it. And subscribe to the Reacts channel. The LFAs are React format. This is where we are putting the reacts for everything else. James Reacts Bastard. Subscribe to the channel, linked in the description, or search on YouTube, same as James R. Bastard. It's taking the R to Reacts, and you got it. And yeah. There you have it. Identity Part 5, O2Jam. That was short but sweet. Like, I was barely over 2 minutes. That was really good. I really enjoyed it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.